Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream, and I'm going to do our July 17th just for today in a meditation. I beg your pardon, I'm a little bit late in posting this, but I did have my first chemotherapy day yesterday, and it went well. It went well. Thank you. A special shout out to my team that showed up to help me. Appreciate that. So, the title of the meditation for today, using dreams. Okay. Do we fully accept the fact that our every attempt to stop using or to control our using failed? That comes from the basic text, page 19. The room is dark. Your forehead is bathed in cold sweat. Your heart is racing. You open your eyes, sure that you've just blown your clean time. You've had a using dream. And it was just like being there. The people, the places, the routine, the sick feeling in your stomach, everything. It takes a few moments to realize it was just a nightmare, that it didn't actually happen. Slowly, you settle down and return to sleep. The next morning is the time to examine what really happened the night before. You didn't use last night, but how close are you to using today? Do you have any illusions about your ability to control your using? Do you know, without a doubt, what would happen once you took the first drug? What stands between you and a real, live relapse? How strong is your program, your relationships with your sponsor, your home group, and your higher power? Using dreams don't necessarily indicate a hole in our program. For a drug addict, there's nothing more natural than to dream of using drugs. Some of us think of using dreams as gifts from our higher power, vividly reminding us of the insanity of active addiction and encouraging us to strengthen our recovery. Seen in that light, we can be grateful for using dreams. Frightening as they are, they can prove to be great blessings if we use them if we use them to reinforce our recovery. Just for today, I will examine my personal program. I will talk with my sponsor about what I find and seek ways to strengthen my recovery. Let's take a moment of silence followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. That last sentence there before the just for today affirmation, frightening as they are, they can prove to be great blessings if we use them to reinforce our recovery. It would be really nice if we were able to embrace that. It would be really nice if we would be able to embrace that, but we're not really. Most of the time, if we've had a using dream, it can throw us off of our kilter for a few days. It takes some time to imagine, because most people do associate dreams as being something that is connected to everyday living. You know, it points to something that's going on in our unconscious mind, in our lives on maybe a subtle basis, something that we're ignoring, something that we're procrastinating about, a thought or two that we've had about something or someone, and we did not check it when we needed to. And the majority of people I find do not discount dream life. I know for me, I certainly don't. So when a, a person, one of us has a using dream, it usually can take a second, I would say. The bounce back is not always the next morning, right? But there is a way to be able to use that particular using dream as a blessing to our recovery. And it takes diligence. I just got to tell you, it takes diligence. It's not the first thought that comes to mind to journal about the using dream. Most of the time, right? We say things like we're sick as our secrets, but most of the time when we have a using dream, for some reason it becomes an uninvited secret. It's something that we didn't have any control over necessarily as far as being able to, affect the fact that you even had the dream. Now, you can affect the things that may have led up to it, but you won't be able to do it without examining yourself in the manner that this meditation is suggesting. So, a dream usually is very much uninvited, a using dream, and it becomes an automatic secret. A lot of times, people will not get on the phone and talk about their using dreams. They might stew over them, ruminate about them. It becomes, in effect, a sick secret. And we can become as sick as that secret if we don't tackle it, if we don't address it, if we don't talk about it. This meditation is a 5-star. This is one of those that you bend the page back, you highlight using dreams, what to do if I have a using dream. And you do exactly what it states to do, right? All of these steps, the first thing when you wake up, the next morning, the second paragraph is the time to examine it and go through writing an answer to all of those questions. I know most people journal, they do their 10th step, but if you have had a using dream, it's kind of like a game changer. It's a red alert. It's something that I want to pay attention to and I want to monitor. And I want to make sure that I talk to the people that are involved with my recovery. Now, here's the thing. Maybe you don't have people involved in your recovery. Maybe you just listen to the podcast, or maybe you know someone that had a using dream and all they do is listen to the podcast. They don't really like going to meetings. They don't really have anyone outside of you as a friend or a relative to talk to. And you're wondering where to direct them. Direct them to actively participating in their recovery because you can't recover for them and you're not always going to be available for them. And when they have a using dream, that is something that they need to be able to vet out. They need to be able to sort it out with other individuals that have had them as well so that they can use them as a blessing rather than some sort of dark intent or meaning to it where they don't feel like they can get out of a corner with their clean time. They can. They can absolutely do it. Thousands of us have gone before them staying clean through not just one using dream, but several. There's been people that have had periods of time where they had using dreams. But because of their resiliency and their determination to stay clean, but also to sort them out and talk about them, get to a meeting and share about it. This would be what I would call a burning desire. There's solutions for your using dreams and a way to use them to further you down the positive road of your recovery. In other words, help you stay clean. Family, my name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you. Today's going to be an interesting day. So I'll be in touch with you guys later and let you know how I'm doing. Have a beautiful day on purpose.